Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as today the undefeated 7-0-0 Hopkinton Hillers take on the 2-1-2 Algonquin Titans under the lights. Tom Nappy and Peter Thomas on the call, Denise Santaki on camera, and tonight it should be a good battle and a terrific fundraiser as both teams look to kick out cancer. Tonight's game features raffles taking place in order to raise funds for Dana-Farber and the Jimmy Fund, and those are two terrific organizations leading the fight against cancer. And it's also youth soccer night here as well, so some of the Hopkinton youth soccer teams are in the house, and they will take part in the introduction ceremony, which we will have for you coming up shortly. The Hiller girls are back after 3 straight games on the road where they took down Holliston 4-1, Westwood 3-1, and Dover Sherborne 4-1. The Hillers have been absolutely dominant through the course of the season so far and are a TVL leading 7 wins and no losses. As I welcome in my broadcast partner, Peter Thomas. Peter, you're able to make those games. You're going to have more on that in just a bit, but a great night here for Hiller soccer against a good Algonquin team that's certainly been battle-tested.
Absolutely. I have watched the Hillers for the last couple weeks on the road. They took care of Holliston pretty easily. Westwood gave them a few fits, but nothing really to worry about. Dover, that game, that looked pretty tough. That was a lot closer than the 4-1 score that it ended at. But looking at Algonquin tonight, that is a side that beat the Hillers 2-1 in a very sloppy game on the grass last year, and the game was decided by a penalty kick. So, Algonquin, they went on to finish their season with 14 wins, 2 losses, and 3 ties. This is a team that knows how to win, Tom, and they come in, even though they're 2-1-2 right now, they did finish at the top of their Midland League last year. They are accustomed to winning. I think the Hiller girls have their work cut out for them.
Most certainly, and when you get those CMAS teams, that league over there in Central Mass, very tough. So far for Algonquin, they've defeated Leominster, Wachusett, ties versus Shrewsbury and Sutton, a loss to Westboro, and those are all pretty elite programs.
Yeah, they sure are. Algonquin, I talked to the coach a little bit before the game. He's a very modest guy, but he also, he was saying, I know the Hillers are a great team, and we got a lot of work ahead of us, but he liked his chances, as any good coach will. He knows what they can do. So I feel like they've studied the film. I think they know what they got against Georgie Clark and Madison Recupero. They know, what the Hillers can do, and I think that the real key for Algonquin, if there is one, is just to try to find a way to get through and break down the Hillers' defense, which so far no team has done, Tom.
And you were telling me about perhaps some players who are not available tonight. Can you go more into that?
Yeah, absolutely. Brooke Burtwhistle, who is normally at the 6, is a scratch tonight. She's got an injury. And then also a scratch is Steph Johnson, who is, she's a defending midfielder. But in her stead, Onigal Kilcarney has done a great job the last couple games. I'm told by Coach Skiba that Steph is feeling better. She's been practicing both contact and non-contact, and he expects maybe she'll come back against the game at the game against Medway later on this week. But stepping in for her will be Nina Zuganatis at the 6, and then, of course, getting the start tonight up top will be Nicole Tedstone, who has scored a couple goals on the year. She has got wheels under her, I'll tell you that. She is one of the fastest players on the field. So Georgie Clark steps back to the 10, which Coach Skiba said he's doing that so that she's able to get the ball, collect it, and turn and face the goal a little more than she has been. She tends to get bottled up in the middle, 2 to 3 defenders following her. So he's trying to give her a little bit more space to do what she does, which is control the ball and take those long-range shots.
All right, well, it looks like we are just moments away from the ceremony, so let's step aside. You are tuned in to Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM.
Good evening, everyone. And welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's non-league girls soccer matchup between the visiting Algonquin Titans and your Hopkinton Hillers. Tonight is youth night in Hopkinton High School and Hopkinton girls soccer. We'd like to welcome the special guests from town youth soccer program today. There's also concessions being served behind the baseball backstop, with all proceeds going to the Food Fund and Dan Farmer Association. And now for the starting lineup, the visiting Algonquin Titans. Number 0, Bella Roman. Number 2, Ella Timmons. Number 10, Kira Megan. Number 11, Kate DeTulio. Number 13, Dylan Walker. Number 15, Kayla Segal. Number 19, Kylie Tomasetti. Number 20, Elizabeth Connolly. Number 22, Olivia Fernandez. Number 23, Melissa Ruben. Number 25, Katie Richmond. Defenders are coached by head coach John Tucker. And now from the Hopkinton Hillers. In goal, number 0, Ayla Chase. Number 3, Sophia Zuganatis. Number 26, Ashley McCann. Number 19, Alex Clark. Number 17, Juliana Bronzos. Number 11, Nina Zuganatos. Number 23, Aga Kulkarni. Number 10, Maddie Recupero. Number 21, Georgie Clark. Number 13, Nicole Tedstone. And number 18, Joanna DuPont. The Hillers are coached by Tom Stewart. And now if everybody can please rise and face the flag by the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the opening ceremony, and welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Tom Nappy alongside Peter Thomas on the call for Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer tonight. Denise Santaki on camera. Beautiful evening out there. A little chilly, so if you're coming down, be sure to bring a coat or a sweatshirt. But some nice fall soccer weather, Peter.
I love it. This is how the game is supposed to be played, with a beautiful sunset in the sky, the lights on, and the girls are hyped. Starting tonight, Ayla Chase in goal. Alex Clark and Georgie Clark get the start at the forward spot. Joe DuPont up there with Nicole Tedstone, and Juliana Grantos anchoring that stalwart defense that absolutely gives nothing up to anybody on any game. Oniga Kulkarni coming in at the 6, Ashley McCann at the right defender, Madison Recupero at the left winger. Nicole Tedstone, as I said, is getting the start up front. Nina Zuganatis and sister Sophie Zuganatis round out the starting 11 for the Hillers.
And for Algonquin, here's their starters. Bella Roman is in net. Ella Timmons on defense. Kara Megan, number 10, forward. Number 11, Kate DeTulio on defense. Number 13, Dylan Lachid on defense. Number 15, Shelia Segal, a forward. Number 19, Kylie Tomasetti, a midfielder. Number 20, Elizabeth Conley, a defender. Number 22, Olivia DeMember, a midfielder. Number 23, Mary Kate Megan, a midfielder. Number 25, Katie Richmond, a forward. As we are just about ready to get started here, the lights are on, and a big cross-league battle between Algonquin out of the Central Mass and the Hillers, who are number 1 in the TVL Large, and we are underway. Algonquin in their white jerseys working right to left, trying to work their way into Hiller territory along the far side. And pass over, Clark getting in the way there. Clark up against Tomasetti. Tomasetti able to get it over into the box, and it's wrapped up. Chase set to get rid of it.
Ayla Chase has been absolutely dominant in the goal so far this season, Tom. Last game against Dover Sherburne, she withstood a penalty kick, one went over. She did give one penalty kick up, but the save of the game came when she, at Dover Sherburne late, they were pushing downfield, and she extended her entire body, fingertip save, kept the Hillers in it, and psychologically, that's what you got to do to keep your team in the game.
Yeah, she's been absolutely terrific in net and has had a lot of help from her defense. You gave me an amazing defensive stat before. They haven't allowed double-digit shots in a game.
No double-digit shots in the game. No team has taken more than 9 shots in the goal-scoring zone. That would be the 30-yard line and closer. And on top of that, they have yet to give up a goal from the run of play, meaning that as the ball is moving, they have given up no goals. They have only given up goals on penalties and set pieces.
Well, Algonquin looking to change that as Olivia DeMember sends it to the near side towards Richmond. A little too much in front of her, throwing Hillers. Sophia Zuganatis set to take it. Off of Kilcarney. Out of play it goes, Algonquin ball. The entry, Dylan Lachid. Knocked out off of Zuganatis. Both teams kind of feeling each other out so far in this one. Along the end line, and she went out of play. Shala Segal not able to keep it in.
But going back to that defense, we talk about Alex Clark a lot. We talk about Juliana Grantos a lot. I mean, the fact is they just win the duels. There's just no team can break them down. I mean, they are just absolutely covering each other everywhere on the field. They possess the ball well. They just frustrate forwards all day long.
And congratulations to the Hiller JV team. They had a nice 2-1 win prior to this game, as they scored 2 quick goals within a minute of each other.
2 late goals, too.
Yes, I believe it was, 17 minutes left or so? As it's sent up the near side, out of play. Algonquin will have the entry. Lachid takes it towards the corner. She goes. Along the end line, that's Segal. Matched up with Grantos. Into the box. Now towards the top. Well defended by the Hillers. They're able to clear. Along the near side now. Here's DuPont. Looking for Recupero. And just cut off there.
That's about the right play for a defender against Madison Recupero, because if she recovers that ball, all kinds of bad things are going to happen down there.
Yes, indeed. Sofia Zuganatis on the throw-in. DuPont, Recupero. 2 defenders around her. Taken away. Up the sideline it goes from Lachid. Granzos back up to Sofia. Algonquin looking to work it back into Hiller territory. Along the far side now. Here comes the Titans. Not so fast. Back up to Clark. Kilcarney. Here's Zuganatis. Sofia sends it up.
I think the Hillers need to just calm down a little bit. Their passing is normally a little crisper than this. I think they're a little excited, a little nervy.
And they're excited to have the youth team here.
Yeah, there's a big crowd tonight. I mean, all these little kids running around, and everybody shows up, and we got the great cancer fundraiser going on. This is a great night for soccer in Hopkinton.
This is one of the biggest crowds I've seen in quite a while at one of these games, and I think it's going to continue to get bigger. Along the far side, Recupero sends it over to Nina. Here's Ted Stone. Pass to Recupero up top. Sofia. Nice move there. Looking to get it into the box. Recupero. Putting on the moves. Crosses it over. Header by DuPont. And it's collected by Roman.
Very, very nice stuff from Madison Recupero, who has scored 7 goals on the year. She leads the Hillers. But I'll tell you something, that shots on target, she converts 68% of the time. That leads the team in percentage. She is absolutely mechanical in the box.
Sent up the near side for Richmond. Big thank you to Coach Skiba for the awesome stats.
I'm telling you, the stats they pull off of Huddle are unbelievable. They're so helpful to guys like us who are, in the old days we had to have a clipboard.
Right.
The computer does all the work for us now.
Here comes Algonquin. Tomasetti with it, sends it up. There to get in the way is McCann. They were looking to sneak through there. Nicely done by the Hillers, getting it out of the danger zone. Grazzo sends it up. Sent back down by Tomasetti, out along the near side. Throw in Hillers. We received some fun facts about the players we'll get more into throughout the course of the broadcast as well.
We did. It's youth night, and the Hillers have put together a media guide for us, which is kind of fun. So they asked each of the girls 10 questions, and some of their answers are great. Joe DuPont, what is your favorite pregame snack? Fruit. We don't have to get too specific. That's a great answer.
Gives you a little energy.
What surprised me, though, is one of the questions was, if you could go anywhere on vacation, where would you go? And so many of the girls put Greece. I think they need to have a field trip.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe they could schedule a game over there.
Yeah, let's make sure that we get the travel budget for that. HCAM's going to kick down the travel budget for us to go to Greece.
It would certainly be worth it. Grazos sends it up. Kilcarney, nice pass there. Looking for Sofia.
That is too much time for Algonquin to allow Juliana Granzos. She had 15 yards there, possessing the ball with no forward pressure. That's not going to go well for them if they don't put some immediate pressure on the Hiller back line.
Kilcarney trying to sneak through. Georgie looking for Maddie.
See how far back Georgie is there, and she's able to turn. That's the change that Skiba made, putting Georgie back at the 10 there.
Sent back to Georgie. Along the far side, now towards the middle. Algonquin looking to clear. The Hillers contesting. Kilcarney, nice move there. Sends it towards Georgie. Recupero. She has wheels. Look out.
What
Top
a nice
of the box.
pass.
DuPont. Shot deflected. Still up top. Ted Stone. And not enough there on that shot. The Hillers are building up a good look there.
Yeah, and it starts because Georgie's hanging back a little bit. She's able to possess and then get it to Madison, who is also able to possess, and then give it to Joe, who is also able to possess. And so those three working in a small triangle like that are going to create those kinds of opportunities.
And a play off the Hillers. Just about 9 minutes into this first half here on a very nice Tuesday night. Bella Roman set to get rid of it, the senior goalkeeper. On the far side, there's Recupero. Back to Nina. Finds McCann. Up top, DuPont, just wide.
All right, good attempt. You know, the Hillers have shown that they can score from 18, 20 yards. In that Holliston game, on their first game of the road trip, Georgie Clark had a shot from 20 yards that was absolutely stunning. I mean, these girls have the strength to put the ball in from distance, so, you know, might as well.
Well, I mean, when you talk about that, you got to mention Brooke Birtwistle.
I mean, Brooke, she could shoot it from 35 yards. Unfortunately, she's a scratch tonight, but yeah, I mean, she has a heck of a leg on her, and
McCann airs that one out towards the corner, finds Maddie.
You're right, and she's not shy about taking those shots.
Here's Ted Stone. Good ball control by the Hillers on this sequence. Nina slides it up to Recupero. Back footer into the box. And popped out by Timmons.
Well, you can hear Algonquin coach John Frederick yelling, up, up, up. He wants his defenders to step up and not allow the Hillers to have so much space there. I mean, hoping to catch him in an offside. But his defenders are hanging way too far back, and they're letting the Hillers get way too far forward.
Here's Granzos. Sophia. And popped out of play off of Richmond. Off the entry, DuPont. DuPont sends it back to Kilcarney. Along the near sideline and just kept in. Here comes Granzos. Good awareness there. Nina back to Sophia. There's Alex Clark sending it up the far side.
It's a great switch from the Hillers. Just shift the point of attack.
And popped out of play off of Algonquin. Well, the Titans having a little bit of trouble clearing their zone the last few minutes. Recupero putting on the moves. Two defenders on her. Oh, tripped up. It was a good no call. They were playing the ball there. Granzos over to Sophia. Kilcarney looking for the give and go. Air under that one. Header by Granzos.
It's a good win by Juliana.
And a play along the near side. Throwing Hillers. Sophia Zuganatis will take it. Nina rushing in. Couple body checks there. Mary Kate Megan. Nina gets in there. Sophia clears it away. Algonquin trying to work the near side. Lachid sends it back. Conley puts it back towards the keeper. Algonquin switching over to the far side. Nina sends it up. Recupero squeezes it into DuPont. Just in front of Kilcarney. Sophia there to pick it up. Ratsos. And out of play. Throwing Hillers.
Here comes Fotini Gronsos for Nicole Tedstone at the forward spot. You know, the Hillers have done a good job of keeping it in Algonquin territory. They now need to start converting some of those opportunities, though.
Georgie. McCarney. Here's Recupero. And it's wrapped up. Recupero going a long distance there.
Yeah, she could do it. She normally scores, so her 7 goals have all come inside the 18-yard box, all right? But that doesn't mean that her 8th couldn't.
Right. Had the distance. Along the far sideline. Sent back down by McCann. Out of play it goes. Algonquin ball. Carney sends it up. We mentioned the Hillers were on the road for the past couple of weeks. First time home in a while.
Yeah, they played Holliston, not really much of a contest. They played Westwood and ended up winning that game 3-1. Madison Recupero had a third goal, her second goal of the game, but the third goal of the game with about 3 minutes left. The real contest was with Dover Sherborne. The Raiders, they had done the film. They had studied the film, and that was a very good team. Both teams were undefeated coming into that match. So somebody was going to walk away with a loss.
Right.
Oh, I guess it were a tie, but it didn't work out that way. In this case, they played pretty evenly for the first half. But in the second half, DS poked the bear one too many times, and the Hillers went off. They ended up winning 4-1. It was a tremendous effort.
And that's a great road stretch. Come back, remain undefeated, 7-0. It'll be interesting to see where they rank once those MIAA rankings come out.
Absolutely.
Get a more clearer look at the playoff picture. Of course, a long way to go. Here comes Algonquin. Had a play along the near side. Sophia on the entry. Titans trying to work it through.
See, without Brooke Birtwhistle and without Steph Johnson, the midfield is a little more discombobulated than we're accustomed to seeing. There's a little less control. You know, Skiba's got a new formation here with Georgie at the 10. But, I think they'll work it out, but it's just taken a couple of minutes to work the kinks out here.
DuPont. Back to Nina.
It's a little more helter-skelter than we're accustomed to seeing this team play.
Right. Well, you're going to have those times throughout the course of the season where perhaps you don't necessarily have your top players, but this Hiller roster, they could certainly fill it in.
Yeah, they're very deep. And, give credit to Algonquin, too. They're doing a good job of getting space. They're moving the ball around. They're stretching the field. They're doing all the right things.
Georgie. Recupero. Here goes Maddie. Takes it long distance. Oh, count it! Wow!
What a strike from Madison Recupero. What did I say? Her 8th? Could it come from distance, Tom? It came from distance.
There it is at 22:45 left to go in the first half. Maddie Recupero.
She would not be denied.
Absolutely slammed it in.
I'm marking the stat sheet right now. 8 goals on the season. What a tremendous individual effort.
Team leading 8 goals. Algonquin sends it to the box. Collected by Chase. Varatsos. Sophia. Back and forth we go along the near side. It gets through. DuPont racing in. DuPont sends it up towards the end line, towards Fotini, and out of play. A little too much in front of her there.
Yeah, going back to that goal with Madison, what happened was Algonquin gave her 10 yards of space, and Madison had time to square up. All she did was dribble into that space, take a little move to her left, and boom, put it in the upper V. It doesn't get better than that.
Certainly does not. And you don't see her take those power shots too often, but she could certainly do it.
No, she's much more of a finesse player, but like you said, I mean,
Georgie.
She just took it.
Looking to squeeze it through.
Now see how they're all bunched up in the middle. This is commonly how teams defend the Hillers.
Georgie, and it's wrapped up.
You had 4 Algonquin players jamming the middle up so that Georgie didn't have time to make her move. In that case, it was successful, but that's why Skiba is always telling the girls, get it to the outside, get it to the outside.
Along the far side, Maddie. Recupero sends it back. Gratsos. There's Sophia. And deflected out of play, stays with the Hillers. Approaching the midway point of this first half. 20-40 and counting left to go. 1-0 Hiller lead. Sophia sends it up towards the box, sent away. Gratsos.
The sturdy Juliana Gransos rarely makes a mistake with the ball. Just so chill back there.
It's barely able to get by her. Along the far side, Nina.
Look at the game open up like that, though, for the Hillers.
Here's O'Connor. Sends it up, looking for Georgie. Approaching by the goalie. Oh, a misfire. A rare misfire by Georgie Clark. I think she tripped.
That certainly was rare. Georgie's the second leading goal scorer, 5 goals in the season, but more importantly, 40 career goals with the Hillers. She was about to make it 41 there. I don't see that very often, but
I think she lost her footing a little bit.
I think she did, but we're looking at about 59 minutes left in the game, so I'm certain that she's going to course correct.
Well, you know she wants one now after that. McCann with the header. Recupero. Give and go with Fotini. Now up to Gratsos. Oh, look out.
Look out. The crowd got involved. Fotini had something to say to those Algonquin boys.
Well, I don't know. Is that Algonquin over there or is it Hillers?
I can't tell, actually. I just
Georgie
assumed.
Closing in. Oh.
I just assumed that they were standing on that side, but hey, they could be Hiller boys. There's a nice caution tape there. I guess maybe it was caution. Fotini's approaching.
We're gonna have a timeout. 18:48 left to go here in the first half. A 1-0 Hiller lead. We'll step aside. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. A 1-0 Hiller lead. And the Hillers, they've won the possession battle so far in this first half. Algonquin, since the first few minutes, has had a hard time clearing their zone, and the Hillers have had some very entertaining breakaways as well. And Georgie Clark should have had that second goal, but a rare slip up there.
They sure have. I mean, the game is starting to open up. You know, you wonder a little bit about Algonquin's fitness, but it also could just be that they're feeling a bit on the ropes right now. We'll see what Coach John had to say to him in the huddle if there was anything they could take away from that. But look at the pressure from the Hiller girls.
Any more good fun facts in there?
Yeah, I'm looking through. There's a ton of good ones in here. Georgie Clark has been playing soccer since she could walk.
Wow, that doesn't surprise me. Along the far side, trying to catch up with it, is Megan. Off the entry, knocked back out off of Algonquin. Hiller ball.
Yeah, and into the game at right defense is Laura Mosier, giving Sophie Zuganatis a quick spell.
On the far side, Grosso's got in there. Back in Algonquin territory with it is Elizabeth Conley. Towards midfield now. O'Connor sends it up.
Marin O'Connor is surprisingly the third leading goal scorer on the team so far. She's done it very quietly. She's got 4 goals on the season, 10 shots, and that's a pretty good conversion percentage. I say that surprisingly because, Marin, you didn't see her last year. She played with the JV team. She was called up this year, and she's come out and really made a name for herself.
Certainly has, as Clark sends it over. Sent back down by Algonquin. Nina. Sent up by Alex Clark. You just get this sense of confidence from this team. Just so cool under any type of pressure.
Yeah, really. I think part of it, and one thing we might have not said on the broadcast is the number of sisters on this team.
Right.
We have Nina and Sophia Zuganatis. We have Georgie and Alex Clark. We have Fotini and Juliana Gronsos.
Right.
So there is a lot of chemistry.
A trifecta of sisters.
A lot of family chemistry on this team.
That always helps, too. And I think it certainly has played a role with their success, especially since they've been practicing with each other for a very long time.
And competing.
Right. Along the near side, out of play. Algonquin throwing.
See what I'm noticing, too. I don't want to say it too loud because Coach John might hear me, but I'm noticing Algonquin is playing with 2 lines right now. They've got basically a back line and a front line and not much going on in the middle. They're very disconnected right now.
Cheat on the entry. And nice box out there by Gronsos. Good battle along that corner.
Yeah, that's great effort from Juliana Gronsos to not give up that corner kick there, just to make Algonquin throw it in and reset.
And knocked back out, this time off of Mosier. Back and forth along that near side, and it's going to go Hiller's way.
Algonquin offside there.
Free kick from the corner. Here's Gronsos. Good air. Off of O'Connor. Georgie.
And here comes the jailbreak.
Nina. O'Connor trying to squeeze it through. Here she goes.
She's fast enough to pass it to herself, pal.
Sends it back. Recupero. Oh, nice pass there towards Nina. Up the far side now. It's a one-on-one for the moment. Gronsos up against Segal along that sideline. Gronsos wins that battle. Sent over by McCann and out.
See that recovery from the Hillers defense. Gronsos, Alex Clark, McCann. It's no problem at all. They just broke down the attack.
Along the corner. Segal back out. Hiller throwing. Aired out. Back into Algonquin territory, Conley. Moves it up, Nina. Georgie, here's Recupero. DuPont. Squeezing it through towards O'Connor. Algonquin working their way up the field. That is Kate Megan. Kate Megan. Along the near side now. Off the defender. Nicely done by the Hillers as they're back in control. O'Connor up to DuPont. Towards Recupero. Georgie was calling for it. Fotini trying to keep it in and cannot.
You know, I'm watching the Hillers on the counterattack, and they're passing it like they've got somebody on them. They could just take a second, take a breath,
Right.
because Algonquin is not really putting a lot of pressure on them. They're kind of pacing with them more than anything. I think the Hillers just need to calm down a little bit on that counterattack. You know, let the game come to them. They're rushing things, and then, you know, and then their passes are just a skosh off when they do that. That's a nice little
Here's a give and
combination.
go. Georgie squeezing through. Into the box. Takes it. Count it.
Hey!
Georgie Clark.
Well, what do we say? It's Madison to Georgie, Georgie to Madison, Madison to Georgie. It doesn't matter. In that range, neither of them are going to miss. Georgie notches her 6th on the season, 41st career goal for the Hillers. She is a force.
She absolutely is. It comes at 11:17 left to go in the first half, and Georgie Clark had that rough miss before on an open opportunity, but makes up for it, and it is a 2-0 Hiller lead. Had a play along the far side.
You know, what I liked about that is she shot that near post, too. She fooled the goalkeeper. I mean, that was she made it about as difficult of a shot as you can.
She did some good coordinating there, too.
Indeed. Because she was like a whirling dervish coming into the box there. She had to slow herself down for a second, get oriented, find a narrow opening, and she just buried it.
Lachid working her way in. There's a shot and a good save there by Ayla Chase.
Ayla read that one all the way.
That's the first real shot I think I've seen Algonquin get so far.
I think that was the first of the game.
Along the near side, Lachid moves it up. Sent down by DeMember and picked up by Chase. Good air under that one.
Yeah, Chase has got a pretty good punt.
Header by DuPont. Recupero trying to squeeze through. Recupero rushing in, trying to take it away from Richmond. Up top. Algonquin looking for another shot here, and it's wide by Olivia DeMember.
And with that last goal, Tom, that is Madison Recupero's 4th assist of the year as well. So she's having a tremendous season. 8 goals, 4 assists in 8 games. Not bad work.
Absolutely not. And there's been a lot of Recupero and Georgie goals that were assisted by one another as well. What a combination those two are. Algonquin looking to work it back into Hiller territory. And out of play it goes. Along the far side. Back and forth along the sideline, out of play. Throwing Algonquin in front of the student section.
The makeshift student section on the turf.
We've been getting quite a few of those student sections at these games this year. Two very entertaining teams to watch between the boys and the girls. And the two teams, the two Hiller teams also support each other when they can. Aired out by Tomasetti. Can she get there? Segal going for it, and it's picked up by Chase. 7.5 minutes left to go, and it has been an exciting first half, especially if you're a Hillers fan. 2-0 Hiller lead. Going to work the near side is Mosier. Out of play. Throwing Hillers. Mosier will take it. Kilcarney. O'Connor. Hits it over Nina. Along the middle. Back in Hiller territory. Granzos tracks it down. Airs it out of play. On the throw-in, number 7, who's unlisted, must have been a number change for Algonquin. Up
what a
top,
step. Excellent step by Granzos.
putting on the moves. Over to Mosier, deflected. Back to Granzos. Out of play. Lachid takes it. It's good back and forth along the sideline. Trying to squeeze through Lachid. On that end line.
Well,
Went
the
out of
first
play.
corner of the game for Algonquin. Let's see what they can do with it.
Well, big opportunity for the Titans here. They haven't been able to get too many shots on net. And now they'll have their first corner. Cheed will take it. Gets under it. There's a header. McCann got in there. Another header and collected by Chase.
It's a good header. Good distance on that corner.
Aired out up the middle. Algonquin able to maintain. And now getting in the way was Ted Stone. Out of play. Or correction, Granzos. Throw in for Algonquin. Lachid will take it.
Seems like Algonquin's making a push here. We've seen him in the Hiller goal scoring zone. A little more than we're accustomed to.
Up top, good deflection. And here comes Georgie. She has a break up the field. Couple defenders in front of her. Moves it up. O'Connor rushing in to the box. Oh, just wide.
Yeah, good break.
Setup.
She had Fotini run on the left and Marin O'Connor on the right. I think Marin was the easier pass. That was the right decision. Just unfortunately, just a bit off the mark for Marin O'Connor. Now, it's difficult to hit that shot with a full head of steam. You know, when she's running at that speed, it's difficult to get the angle that you want.
Nina trying to squeeze through. Recupero moves it up. Georgie putting on the moves. Sneaks it into Recupero. She was looking to get it to that corner. There's Fotini. Now Georgie. Recupero back to Georgie. Where will she go with it? Towards the middle. Squeezes it back. Nina. It's it over.
This is where the Hillers are so good with that small combination, finding little openings.
And Nina rips a shot.
Good
Wrapped
shot
up.
for Nina. Nina's hit 2 goals on the season. Both came from about 20 yards out. So she definitely has the range to hit that shot.
Carney. Here's O'Connor. Along the near side. And now here goes DeMember. DeMember trying to work her way in. Gronsos gets there.
Oh, that's
Sends
a
it up
tremendous effort from
somehow kept it
Juliana
in.
Gronsos.
Yeah. The fact that she kept that in, that was impressive.
Indeed. Just made the turn. And what an awesome opportunity for the Hillers to transition.
Along the far side. Algonquin looking to work their way down into the box. Too far ahead of anybody. Picked up by Chase. 2:20 and counting left to go here in this first half. Remains a 2-0 Hiller lead. Nina.
The last time we were out here, we were in our T-shirts.
Right.
Now it's 54 degrees.
Here's Fotini. Moves it back, Recupero. Look at that move, breaking some ankles.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's some shoelaces untied there on the turf somewhere, Tom.
Georgie. Oh, offsides. Just offsides. We're at a minute and a half left here in the first half. Along the far sideline is Richmond. Cupero gets in there. He was trying to get it back to her. Algonquin might have something here. Coming up the near side, Lachid.
That was a good run from Lachid. Just the pass was a little off target, but Algonquin was doing the right thing and having that shift in the point of attack and having their defender move forward like that.
Mosier on the entry. Aired out by Mosier. O'Connor trying to get there. Georgie with authority. Look how Carney plays it off her body.
It's been a physical couple of seconds, hasn't it?
Certainly has. Georgie. That must have stung a little bit for Kilcarney, but she played it off very cool.
Yeah, I saw her just go, ugh, for a second, then she just went right back into work. Little shove in the back there.
Along the far side, DuPont airs it out. Georgie. Good air under that one. Can she get there? Gratsos takes it. Oh, just wide.
Good shot for Fotini. She had the presence of mind to know she had 2 defenders closing quick. She did something with it quick, and unfortunately just to the near post.
Final moments of the first half. And just past O'Connor, out of play, Hiller throwing. Oh, she did get a piece of it. Algonquin throwing. Oh, look out, scores table. And that's the end of the half. A very impressive half by the Hillers, Peter.
Yeah, great work for the girls. They calmed down. They started moving the ball around like they know how to do. I think more importantly, they took the shots, like Madison ripping that shot from distance. I mean, she'd had a couple in close. She'd had a couple from distance. She's like, I think I like distance. We'll see what this keeper can do. And they found out she can hit it from there. So, and Georgie with a really nice little combination play from Madison again, just doing what she does in the box. I mean, in the box, Georgie, she doesn't miss. And, yeah, just a very impressive first half for the girls altogether.
It certainly was, and we have another half to go here on Kick Out Cancer, as well as Youth Night for Hopkinton Girls Varsity Soccer. And at the half, you'll be able to enjoy the scenes of the youth getting some play out there on the field. But Peter and I are going to step aside and get ready for another half of play at the halftime break. The Hopkinton Hillers 2, the Algonquin Titans nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Very entertaining youth soccer game that took place at the half. You got a chance to catch the stream of it during the halftime break. But now we're ready to continue on into the second half of this varsity matchup between the 7-0 undefeated Hiller girls and 2-1-2 Algonquin Titans. And right now, the Hillers leading it 2-0 as we'll switch ends. Hillers will work right to left across your screen. And Peter, Algonquin, they've had their opportunities. They've found ways to get into the Hillers' defensive zone and had a few good-looking shots, a couple corner opportunities, but the Hillers holding up strong.
They are, Tom, and I know that you are loath to make predictions, but sitting here 2-0, they're in the catbird seat right now. I think it'll be interesting to see what coach does from a rotation standpoint. I see Nicole Tedstone, number 13, back out there. Looks like he's going with the same starting lineup that he had at the beginning of the game. What is he telling his team at the halftime? He's telling them, do basically what you just did. Keep the ball on the ground, move it around, get your rotations, don't give anything easy up, and take your shots when you got them, because that's all you got to do. And it's so far that game plan's been working to a T.
It certainly has. As Algonquin going to have the throw in along the near side. Kate DiTilio will take it. Tom Happy, Peter Thomas on the call. Denise Antaki here on this beautiful night at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Kick-out cancer night as well as youth night. Great event hosted by the girls soccer team. Big turnout as well. Recupero gets it back over to Alex Clark.
Well, and you hear Coach John Frederick yelling at his girls, get her going backward. They want Madison Recupero going backward, not forward. So he said, good, good, good on that, because that's what they got at that time. They double-teamed her to get it. They doubled her to get it, but they got it.
Recupero slides it over to McCann. Squeezes it through to Tedstone. Now on the give and go with DuPont, Tedstone, and now Recupero near the sideline. Tedstone in a battle there with Mary Kate Megan. Algonquin trying to work their way up. Mary Kate Megan sends it up. McCann sends it back. Recupero now squeezes it to Georgie Clark. Clark into the box and wrapped up.
See, in the formation they've got Joe DuPont, number 18. She is standing there basically as the post-up player. Her job is to get the ball at the point like that and then distribute it out to the wingers running alongside, and or Nicole Tedstone, her other forward. So that's why you'll see Joe DuPont with her back to the box quite a bit like that. That entry pass that Georgie just gave her was the right idea. Get it to her, just get it to her, let DuPont bring it down, and then let her wingers run off of her.
Georgie trying to steal it away. That's sent up along the sideline and still in play. Now it's out. Throw in Algonquin. Back into Titans territory as they'll switch it over to the far side. Conley.
Good read from Recupero, just overplayed it a little bit.
Throw in Hillers. McCann looking for Georgie. She was triple covered. Pass over by Richmond. Algonquin trying to find some room. Here comes Lachid. Kilcarney in front of her. Into the box. Nicely done. Recupero in the right place at the right time.
That was Algonquin's best offensive series of the game so far. They did nice build up there. Brought it to the corner, brought it in.
Recupero over to DuPont. DuPont trying to get it into the attack zone. Georgie. And popped up the sideline.
DuPont saw a closed door there and thought, why don't I just kick the ball really hard and see if the door opens?
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Kilcarney to the top. Tedstone. Oh, couldn't sneak through. Along the corner now. DuPont looking to get through. Cleared away. Hiller's on the attack.
DuPont is just making life miserable for those center defenders right now. Her size, her athleticism, she is just working them over. I am optimistic about what's going to happen this half.
Sophia Zuganatis on the entry. Here's Georgie. And she'll turn it around.
Yeah, DuPont wanted a handball in the box there, but the refs didn't see it apparently.
DuPont. DuPont trying to cross it. And
there's a mouse in the house. Look
broaching
out.
Kilcarney and cleared away.
I thought Madison was going to get it.
Back out it goes. Algonquin ball. Along the near side. The member plays it off her body. Now putting on the moves. Pass up. Here comes DeTulio. Off of McCann.
It's a good interception from Ashley McCann there. She's running backwards, sees the ball, stops in her tracks, collects it to her feet.
McCann on the entry. Here's Maddie. Recupero, 2 defenders in front of her. Knocked out of play. Looking for Georgie. Sent over by Kiara Megan along the far side.
Madison Recupero took a shot on that. She's not moving as quickly as I would expect right now.
Granzos. And out of play.
Hopefully she just walks it off.
We'll go Hiller's way. It was a cold night out there, so any kind of contact is going to sting a bit.
Yeah, they're going to feel it. I agree with you. The weather certainly is playing a part right now.
Here's Recupero. Looking for Tedstone. Oh, just off the mark. Here's Clark. Georgina Clark putting on the moves. Squeezes it over to Nina. Ziganatis.
To her sister.
To Sophia. Knocked out of play.
See the sister making the sisterly connection there. She knows she's going to be running up that right side. Put the ball just where she needed it.
Call it the Zug connection. Georgie squeezes it through. DuPont. Shot deflected. And popped out of play off of Algonquin.
What can they do but kick it out of bounds? The Hillers are just coming at them.
Can on the entry. Recupero. Crosses it over. Up top. Oh, just in front of Kilcarney. Sophia. And here comes Algonquin. Chipped up into Hiller territory towards Segal. Matched up with Granzos.
Another duel won by Juliana Granzos.
Entry in to Mary Kate Megan. Oh, we got a dog on the field.
Uh-oh.
The dog is on the field.
Now, whose team is he on? That's the question. Looks like he's a Hiller supporter.
Well, all the players want to pet it.
He's going for the goal, Tom.
There he goes. Into the box. Oh, he's escaping. All right. He's off the pitch.
The pooch is off the pitch.
All right, we'll have a restart here.
That looks like an Algonquin fan from the color of their jacket. Perhaps they were looking just to distract the Hillers for a moment. It's not going to work. There's a hot tip. Even a cute dog isn't going to take this team off its game.
The dog was right in the middle of the action at one point. Kilcarney moves it up. Nina. Over to McCann. Oh, just out of play. Throwing Algonquin, Kate DeTulio would take it. Along the near side, Seagal trying to move it up, deflected off of Clark, Alex Clark. Header by Clark, Recupero trying to sneak through. Seagal. Loose ball along the far side. Sophia looking to get there, but Mary-Kate Megan gets there first. Here comes Algonquin, and that shot off the mark.
Good shot, but that is just the second shot of the game for Algonquin.
Well, they're finding ways to get a little pressure going. Ronsos moves it up the sideline. Kilcarney. And a little too much on that one. Racing there. Is that Gronsos?
Tedstone.
Tedstone, excuse me. Nearly had a shot on it. Had a play along the near side. Hiller ball. Aaron thrown there by the goalie. McCann. Over towards Georgie. Here's Madison Recupero. Takes it! Oh, boy! Maddie Recupero, assisted by Georgie Clark.
It's another incredible strike from Madison Recupero. Her second from distance, second in the top left corner. Why not? She is feeling it tonight, Tom.
Well, they had Georgie Clark and Maddie one-on-one, not recommended, and it doesn't work out there. 3-0 Hiller lead at 29:42 left to go in the second half.
My goodness, Madison Recupero and Georgie Clark just padding their stats
goal
tonight. That is her 9th goal on the season. 6 assists for Georgie Clark on the season. A stunning combination from the Hiller girls.
That was just beautifully done.
You know, it's so interesting because we have seen now 2 goals from distance tonight from Madison Recupero. And as I said at the outset of the broadcast, all 7 goals coming into tonight have been scored inside the penalty box from her. So obviously she's not going to miss when she's at close range. But look at what she's done from distance tonight.
Georgie was put on the moves along the far side. Hiller ball. Off of Kilcarney out of play, Algonquin ball. Knocked out off of Algonquin. Sophia on the entry. Suganata squeezes it up. Clark. Recupero, here they go again. Back to Recupero. Over to McCann. Along the edge. Looking to cross. Cleared away. And Nina gets in there.
Broken up. Wonderful, wonderful stop by Nina to keep the attack going the Hiller's way.
Recupero. Over to DuPont. Now Georgie. Here goes Clark. Deflected towards the end line, and that would have been a corner for the Hillers. The goalie picked up on it, Roman, and was just able to keep it in. Recupero, and cleared away. Smart move there by Alex Clark.
Yeah, just reset the ball. That's smart play. I got to say, though, it feels like the Hiller girls looked at the crowd and thought, you know, let's put on a show tonight. I mean, nobody paid an admission ticket, but I'm telling you, they're getting a heck of a show for the price.
You certainly are. Good back and forth along their side, deflected by Nina. Sent over by Seagal. Back goes Lachid. Ooh, nearly able to slip through there was Tedstone. Here's DuPont and Tedstone. And clash there. Sophia sneaking up the far side. Out of play. Hiller ball.
Looks like we got 2 subs coming in. Marin O'Connor and Fotini Gronsos coming in to give Madison Recupero and Nicole Tedstone a little breather.
Off the entry. Into Hiller territory. Chase ready for it. Sends it near side, out of play. Couple subs for Algonquin. We got Hope Candela coming into the game. And an unlisted number 7. I haven't seen a 17 yet, so perhaps that's Rosie Hawk. Oh, you have it on yours. Interesting. All right, that's Emmy Hamill. Oh, big clash there. Sent the cross and popped back over by Gronsos.
Is that Alex Clark in on that?
Alex Clark and Shelia Segal got tied up.
All ball, clean play, clean tackle. It's a great stop. And then, of course, Juliana Gronsos once again bailing out the defense.
It's going to be a corner for Algonquin. Aired out, their second corner, and out in front. Looking for the shot. Oh, it's wide.
Boy, that was a close scramble down there. I mean, that corner kick was excellent. On a dime to the header. Good. I don't know how that missed.
It was Dylan Lachita on that corner, and it was placed perfectly.
It really was.
I believe it was Kylie Tomasetti on that shot attempt.
You know, that's the second corner that she's brought in that has been just right on a dime, and that's a real strength of this Titan team.
Certainly is. Sent over by Alex Clark. How to play it goes.
Unfortunately for Algonquin, Hopkinton doesn't give up very many corners.
Right. Just under 24 minutes left to go here in this game. Ooh, and a miss there by Lachid. Just missed the ball. Sophia will send it back to Gronsos to take the boot downfield. McCann over to O'Connor. O'Connor, Nina. Alex Clark. Good feed towards the far side, but it gets past Kilcarney.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 Algonquin players just kind of walking right now. I'm not sure if they're
Oh, out in front, look out! Fotini Gronsos towards the net, it's wide.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to make mental mistakes like that too. That's the second errant clear I've seen from Roman, the goalkeeper. Algonquin's going to hurt themselves if they don't get a little bit more focused right now.
Bella Roman will send it away to her right. Along the near side, McCann gets in there and out of play. Tulio on the entry. Nina matched up with Segal. And Nina comes to a slide there, knocking it out of play.
So we got defender warming up for Hopkinton, Emily Scaff. Looks like she's going to be coming in here in a minute.
Along the corner, popped out of play. Throw in for Algonquin. Into the box. Series of headers. Kilcarney gets in there. Sophia Bangs it out of play. Header from the sidelines.
That's the boys team over there, just showing they've got some skills too.
They're trying to help out. Turned upfield by Kilcarney. Nina. There's O'Connor.
What a lovely
Scoops
pass.
It up.
Too
DuPont.
bad.
Off of DuPont. It's going to be an Algonquin throw-in. Along the near side.
Boy, DuPont is just a workhorse, isn't she? Has she even taken a break in this game? I don't know that she has.
I don't believe she has.
And she's still
Maybe for a little bit in the first half.
60 minutes in, and she's still challenging every one of those balls.
Gratzos. Just shows you the stamina.
Yeah, and the physicality that she's willing to apply even this late in the game.
Nice feed by Kilcarney over to Sophia. Here's Georgie. Up to DuPont. Here's McCann, sneaking it through. DuPont, shot deflected. Georgie.
She gets so
Able
much
to-
respect.
able
So
to-
much respect because they don't want to dive because they know she's going to burn them.
Kilcarney. And that's deflected into the box. Popped up. Along the far side now. Still in the
That's
danger zone. Cleared away. Rolling slowly towards the near side. Can she keep it in? Just does. Nice effort there by Hope Candela. Marin O'Connor.
All kinds of time. All kinds of time. Look at her chewing up 25 yards on the dribble.
DuPont. Takes it. Oh, off the side of the net.
Near post shot from Joe DuPont. Not a bad effort. She's due, I'll tell you what. She's had a lot of shots on the season, yet to convert, though. 18 shots on the season coming into this game, but no goals. So Joe is definitely due, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Perhaps we'll see it tonight.
Emily Scaff checks in for Sophia Zuganatos. My guess is her night is done. An excellent shift out there for her.
DuPont. DuPont still with it. Up top. Cleared away. Nina takes it. Just wide.
Good shot from Nina. Good shot from Nina Zuganatos.
Up top, O'Connor trying to sneak through. Along the far side. Remains a 3-0 Hiller lead, 17:44 and counting left to go. Into Hiller territory, cleared away by Alex Clark.
Good decision by Alex Clark. Algonquin was advancing. A lot of pressure there. Not much she could do with it. A back pass to the goalkeeper would have been potentially devastating. So just kick it out and give your team a chance to reset.
And picked up by Chase. Clark. Good back and forth here in the midfield area. In the Hiller territory.
Another
And
smart
Clark
choice. Yep.
Pops it out of play there. Well, Algonquin finding a little room to work with. Still having trouble getting into the attack area. O'Rourke into Seagal. Ooh. Oh, did she get there in time?
Good effort to save the corner kick by Alex Clark.
Got there just in time.
I don't mean to be a stickler, but I've watched Algonquin now commit 4 or 5 illegal throw-ins, and the referee's standing right there and didn't say anything. And I don't know. Again, don't mean to be a stickler, but their rules are rules. So that should be a Hiller turnover
right.
every time.
Nina to Kilcarney. Looking for O'Connor. Squeezes it through. Fotini Granzos. She has some wheels. Approaching. Deflected away. Cleared away. Look out, fans. Throwing Hillers.
Anna Scalora coming in for Joe DuPont. Joe finally getting a break after, with 15 minutes left in the game. That's a pretty good shift for her, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Nina over to O'Connor. Along the far side. And out of play. Hiller's trying to work it up. Kilcarney.
Nice dish off, Foniga.
Up top. Cross. Still in that danger zone. Out of play along the near side. Throwing by the Hillers. Clark. Up top. Nina. And a save
Good
by
attempt.
Roman.
Another good attempt by Nina.
Out along the far side. Throw in Hillers. Substitution for Algonquin. Katie Richmond coming in for Hope Candela. Good back and forth here. Along the near side. There's Alex Clark. We apologize for those of you watching the live stream. Briefly cut out. You haven't missed anything. Still 3-0. Algonquin did threaten, but the Hillers were able to contain, and the Hillers had a shot of their own. But the score remains 3-0 lead for the Hillers, who are looking for their 8th win of the season.
Yeah, this is the point of the game where, the teams are just, they're both exhausted, but you can tell which one has a little bit more gas in the tank, and that is the That is the Hillers. And, at this point, the game is about possession. It's about killing the clock and not giving anything easy up. And, you can see the pressure they're still playing with. Skiba is into his bench at this point, and those girls are eager to get minutes on the field and prove themselves. And, you could see that they're consistently applying pressure everywhere.
Into the box, cleared away by Alex Clark. And a good battle here between O'Connor and Richmond. Richmond and O'Connor still doing battle. Richmond sends it back now. Along the far side they go. Now back to the near side. O'Rourke. Looking to move in. Segal sends it back to the corner of the box. And that shot it well off the mark by Tomasetti. Approaching 10 minutes left to go. A couple more substitutions for both sides.
Recupero coming back in for Marin O'Connor. And it looks like Avery Mashad coming in for Georgie Clark, who has put in yeoman's work this evening.
Olivia DeMember and Mary Kate Megan in for Algonquin. McCann up to Recupero. And there's Machad looking for Granzos. Up the middle. Juliana Granzos squeezes it through Kilcarney. Cleared away. Hiller throwing. Sneaking through Tomasetti.
Little pushing and shoving there.
Fotini Granzos with it. Oh! Some good physical play there.
Somehow that wasn't a foul. Maybe my eyes are failing me at this point. I don't know.
I think at this point they're not going to call it unless it's a must-call type of situation. Throwing for the Hillers. Emily Scaff will take it. Here's Richmond. Gets through Granzos.
Great job on the Hiller defense recovering from that breakaway.
Fotini Granzos gets under it. Pop back over. I'll tell you, the Hillers are hanging back a little, probably letting Algonquin get away with a little more than usual, but they're not looking too tired out there.
No, they look. I agree with you. I think they are hanging back a little. They're just, let them run. If you want to run, go ahead. We've done our running, right? As long as we have kind of a bend, don't break defensive strategy, that's good for me, and I think that's good for Coach Skiba. I'm seeing him bring in a couple of defensive reinforcements here too, in Aubrey Thomas and Annalie Krantz.
Trying to sneak in is Segal. Sends it across, top of the box. There's a shot, and wrapped up by Chase. That was Olivia DeMember with the shot.
Algonquin's third shot of the game.
Granzos airs it out. Sent up by Mashad. Oh, Fontini nearly tripped up there. Along the near side, Recupero getting in there. It's good footwork there, but taken by Richmond.
Recupero gets away with a little bit of a hip check there on 25.
I don't know what you're talking about, Peter. Sent up back into Hiller territory. Kilcarney's there. Rashad moves it over to Recupero. And it'll go Hiller way. Little body check along the sideline there. McKenna on the entry. Oh, look out. That went off of Marin O'Connor along the sideline.
So Aubrey Thomas comes in for Ashley McCann. And Annalie Krantz comes in for Emily Scaff, who did a nice 15-minute shift there. Didn't get beat, didn't get broken. Did a great job back there.
Good throwing by Thomas. With it is DeMember. Moves it up the near side. Nina scoots it back to the keeper. We're under 5 minutes left here in the second half. 3-0 Hiller lead. Yet another impressive performance by this Hiller girls team.
Sure has been. Absolutely dominant, wire to wire.
Algonquin trying to move in. Number of the backups in there for the Hillers holding down the fort, but here's Recupero. And we'll see this girls soccer team again Thursday. They'll host Medway. 4 p.m. scheduled start time to that game.
Can't wait. Medway's one at the top of the table. I think they're second behind the Hillers.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's always a good battle between the Hillers and the Medway.
Sure is.
Out there on the soccer pitch. Also coming up tomorrow night, we have girls volleyball. They are hosting Millis from the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. 6 o'clock start to that game. Recupero along the far side. Looking to approach Richmond. Thomas.
Good win
nice
by
job.
Aubrey Thomas on that one.
Rashad moves it up. Can Scalora get there? Scalora matched up with O'Rourke along the near side. Sent over. Aired out. And collected by Chase. Good boot there. Shot moves it back. Was looking for Kilcarney. Katie Megan gets in the way. Hiller ball. Being told there's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes until the book is closed on win number 8 for this Hiller girls team.
And a clean sheet for Ayla Chase, a clean sheet for the Hillers defense.
Right.
We love walking away with that.
Had a play along the near side. Aubrey Thomas on the entry. Cupro got a piece of it. Nina.
Nice little combination play. It looks like Fotini just couldn't hold on to it. Probably a little bit of fatigue getting to her at this point. She's had some good minutes tonight.
Trying to.
She's not done yet, Tom.
Battle here with Fotini. Fotini was matched up against Elizabeth Conley. Final moments of this terrific nightcap for the Hiller girls. Here on Kick Out Cancer Night, raising money for Jimmy Fun and Dana Farber. Two wonderful organizations. And also Youth Night. Good time had by all. Big crowd was on hand. Fun atmosphere tonight, Peter.
It really was. It was great to see the fans turn out for a good cause. Also to support the Hiller girls.
And there it is. That will wrap it up. The Hillers take it 3-0. Very impressive win over Algonquin. And they improve to a perfect 8-0 on the season. Algonquin falling to 2-2-2. Terrific all-around effort by this Hiller team, Peter.
Well, look, Tom, they came in with a plan. And the plan was control the ball, take the shots when we have it, and really test this goalkeeper. And that's what they did, is they tested her from distance. We haven't seen that much this year. We've seen a couple from distance, but most of them have been inside the goal box. Tonight, Madison Recupero had other plans. She was like, well, let's just see. And you saw Nina TZ do that too. Couple of shots from distance. I mean, they executed the plan flawlessly, and they came away with a clean sheet. It's a beautiful win tonight on a beautiful night. 8-0, that's a heck of a way to start a season.
Well, we'll see them again on Thursday as they take on Medway, but that is just about going to do it for coverage here tonight. For Denise Suntaki on camera, my broadcast partner Peter Thomas, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, Hillers over Algonquin, 3-0. They are a perfect 8-0 on the season. We thank you, everybody, for watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.